No, well, I can speak from specifically the neuro perspective. You know, neuro devices in general have traditionally been pretty invasive or have been kind of EEG based systems. I think in the medical device space, there's a lot of exciting things coming out um, to the point where I've heard people talk about neuro being kind of cardio back in the early 90s. I think neuro from a medical device perspective is kind of ripe to blow up here over the next like 10, 15 years. I think you have a lot of like individual devices coming out that are really cool to work with, that are really, um, you know, kind of doing their own thing, one very specific thing. I think it's going to be great to see at some stage those things merge back together, and we'll start to see like we'll have an Abiomed of the world, but for neuro, right? Somebody like hyper focused on neuro and non-invasive neuro specifically, right? So um, I'm really excited to see how everything pans out. There's a lot of people doing great work, really early stage work. Some people just got out of the market, so um, that's really exciting for me. So I would say I'm just going to lean towards my biases and say that's the most exciting thing. So that I see right now. The future is very exciting. So Craniosense is spinning off from a company called Vivonix. And so Vivonix is a small incubator up in Bedford, Massachusetts, so just north of Boston. And they've been doing a lot of government contract research, lots of kind of NIH style, DoD style, NSF style grants, and really pushing research along. I've been working with them for about 5 years, and we're just now at the point where we've taken that research and really pushed it to a point where we can spin this off and take kind of a non-invasive intracranial hypertension diagnostic and monitoring device to market, right? Which is really exciting. And so over the next, we have a nice roadmap of where we want to go, and over the next 5 years, it's going to be kind of accomplishing some of that. So one of the things that we're doing is we're still kind of going after some of the grant funding. We know that quite well. We have a kind of a relationship with a lot of the people that are invested in the technology itself, but we're planning to raise dilutive funding. So we're planning to raise a Series A around here early next year, early 2023, to get us the runway we need to get through our FDA clearance, which is really exciting. The 5 year mark, we'll be on the market. We'll be thinking about our next generation. So we talk to a lot of customers. My managing co-founder and I really are focused on usability, focused on what our device will change in the workflow, and went out and did a lot of research to speaking to customers and speaking to individuals that would be holding our device and being treated by our device, or being monitored by our device, and what that'll mean for them. And so we came to the conclusion that intracranial hypertension kind of diagnosis and monitoring was really the most efficient way that we can help people with neurological disorders like traumatic brain injury or stroke, post-cardiac arrest, sepsis, all sorts of really nasty words in the medical community. But we certainly have a roadmap then after that. So in 5 years' time, we're going to be thinking about how to roll out those next products that will, fit into different parts of the neuro kind of workflow and ecosystem.